yeah, you know I'm about to roll. If it please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once, I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure, it's about to go up. Let's get hot, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. If it please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once, I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure, it's about to go up. Warm up, now and pass my
Family, we are back. Thank y'all for being here. Hey y'all, shout out to y'all that went over to Ivy's page. I went to go check too. Thank y'all. I really do appreciate it. Um, we're about to talk about this video on RRG's channel. There are so many red flags in Beyonce and Jay-Z's relationship. No surprise. The first red flag was her getting with him. I don't get it. She could have went to the Middle East if she wanted a camel. Let's get it.
And a bunch of... As always, if digging into other people's business isn't your cup of tea, then this might not be the to a star. He quit his corporate job, and according to Texas Monthly website, Tina became the breadwinner by working long hours at her hair salon. The financial strain wasn't the only thing that called Beyonce raising genius, which we've linked for you in the description box. In the book, David claims Matthew and the same time Destiny's Child got signed to Columbia Records, Tina and Matthew reconciled, only for Tina to file for divorce in 2009. They got back together in 2010, and Tina fired up. Children can pick up on tension, anger, and resentment in the household. Dr. Rebecca Burgeon told Brides.com that our early years set the bar for how we see, give, and receive love and what we tolerate in our adult relationships. As for Jay-Z, he grew up as one of 4 children in Brooklyn, New York.
I ain't gonna say it.
In Brooklyn, New York. After his dad's brother lost his life, it caused his dad to slip into a life of alcohol, which made him have difficulty forming.
Look at dude, y'all. Y'all could tell he had a complex. Not your whole life.
713 from Scar. He was my superhero. Jay felt abandoned. He told Playboy magazine it caused him to be more closed off, which made him have difficulty forming relationships. In 2000, 18-year-old Beyonce and the members of Destiny's Child appeared at MTV's Spring Break Festival in Cancun. 30-year-old Jay-Z was there as well. In the song 713,
All right, so when y'all hear those dings, that's the red flag counter. 18, 30. For what?
from their joint album, Jay-Z raps that they ended up sitting next to each other on the plane ride back home. Jay says it took a while before they spoke to each other again. And why was that? Well, according to Jay, Beyonce was seeing someone else, her childhood sweetheart, Lyndall Locke, whom she started dating sometime around 1993. Beyonce's Uncle Larry spilled all their little business in an interview with Celebuzz website. Uncle Larry said Beyonce wasn't interested in Jay at first because she wasn't attracted to him. But over time, she fell in love with his mind.
With Spectrum Internet and Spectrum Mobile.
Take this sounded like the video. I beg to call Cap.
Beyonce, Missy Elliott, Maxwell, and a bunch of other entertainers posed for the 2001 cover of Vanity Fair's music issue. Jay later told the publication that during the time of the photo shoot, they were, quote, just beginning to try to date each other. When asked what he meant by the word try, he responded, you got to dazzle, wine and dine. We're not sure what kind of wine he...
All right, now. What did Dame say he was trying to do with Aaliyah? Wine and dine and court her. He said he was sending flowers and all kind of stuff. I get it.
He was buying 20-year-old Beyonce, but either way, they had their first date at Nobu Restaurant. And when Jay showed up, he had a friend with him. He later called it the first foolish mistake he made in their relationship. They went on to make sweet music together, including their first duet, the 2002 song 03, Bonnie and Clyde. During a video released in conjunction with his album 444, Jay admitted he didn't enter into their relationship by being 100% honest. But was he the only one that was untruthful? Apparently not, and there might have been a bit of an overlap between the end of Beyonce's relationship with Lyndall and the start of her relationship with Jay. She allegedly dumped Lyndall in 2003 after 10 years of dating. He asked her about the rumors that she had something going on with Jay, reportedly denied it, and told Lyndall, "He's not even my type." Beyonce was all in and reportedly crazy in love, while Jay was still playing the cool guy act. During an April 2003 interview with Playboy magazine, he referred to Beyonce as just a friend. When he was asked if he was as close to her as he was to rapper Memphis Bleek, Jay said no. And he added, "Memphis been with me since 1994. Between Beyonce and him, Beyonce's got to go." Jay reunited with his father right before his 2003 passing. The loss of his dad reportedly opened him up to giving and receiving love. One of his friends told Rolling Stone, "I've never seen him sprung like this. He cares about her, gives her great advice. He wants his woman to look right. They adore each other." Although they appeared at several red carpet events, they dodged questions about their relationship. Beyonce later told Essence magazine that they made a joint decision to keep their private life private. She added, "I know that Jay and I probably do inspire people, and I appreciate people feeling proud. But this is the only way I've been able to stay sane. So why would I start talking now? Not speaking controls your brand." And what did her parents think about her dating someone 12 years older than her? Despite Jay leaving the streets behind and making positive changes to be a better person, it appeared that Beyonce's dad, Matthew, could see right through him.
Dude was a player himself. The thing is, Tina was a boss player too. Probably more than the husband. But anyway, he could see it. He could see it. He was probably just like, "Boy, you ugly as hell. What do you want with my daughter? You old as hell too."
Because, as they say, game recognized game. During a November 2006 interview with NPR, Matthew was asked, "Tell us what you really thought about Jay-Z as the guy for your daughter." Matthew's answer was, "What went through my mind was next question. Did you get that? Next." The London Mirror also quoted Matthew as saying he didn't care for Jay at all. He added, "No, I'm not close to him. He is not somebody I like to spend time with." Was Papa Bear jealous that his baby girl was growing up and had another man in her life? Or did he see the red flags waving all over the place? Beyonce described.
He was probably just like, "Dude, I didn't know you like camels. We can go buy you one. You want to go to the zoo? You want to go out east? Come on, bro." Dude, I'm going to put it like this. I feel like Beyonce made him hot. He's always been in the shadows, especially when Pac and Biggie was alive. And Pac used to go with him so crazy. I feel like even his song Bonnie and Clyde, '03 Bonnie and Clyde, was a shot at Pac. But anyway, bro, he needed her for his brand. He could have got any female and it wouldn't have hit the same. Then you got to go back and think about Foxy. Was he trying to do the same thing with Foxy? Wait till the math comes out. Diddy going against that company started up a whole thing. And that's something else I'm going to talk about is this video about distraction. Was the timing of this situation to get everybody off of Kamala and her lack of, Anyway, let's get it.
Describes herself as a non-traditional woman, so when they decided to get married, she didn't even want an engagement ring. She told Essence magazine that people put too much emphasis on the ring, and it's just silly to her because it's a material object. However, she was spotted wearing a $5 million emerald cut diamond ring. She and Jay also got matching tattoos of the Roman numeral 4 on their ring fingers, since the number 4 is of significance to them. She didn't even care about having a huge wedding. Since she had walked down so many red carpets with cameras flashing in her face, it diminished her need to be the center of attention on her wedding day. But still, they planned their special day in secrecy and set a date for April 4th, 2008. Months before their wedding, Jay was reportedly in Miami to film a commercial when he met Olivia McFaller, an up-and-coming rapper. During an interview with Radar Online, Olivia said she was on set at the commercial and hanging out with her sister when Jay moved his chair next to hers. They chatted for a few, and then he left. Olivia said one of Jay's bodyguards approached her and said Jay wanted her number so he could call her when he was back in town.
For the most part, Jay hit me on some, I will reach you when I'm in town.
He wanted you to be his girl Friday.
He wanted me to be his girl when he's in town.
Olivia said she thought it was immature for him to ask for her number through his bodyguard, and she also didn't want to be disrespectful toward Beyonce. So,
All right, so he goes on his first date, brings somebody. Then he has somebody else to holler at her. That's some immature shit. Or insecure, or both. I could see both.
she refused to give him her number. They reportedly ran into each other again at Nobu in Miami. She said she was with her group of friends, and Jay was with his group of friends, which included Beyonce's sister, Solange. Olivia said they both left their tables and met up in a private corridor, where they finally exchanged numbers. Olivia told Radar Online, Solange walked right past and kind of peeped the whole thing, stared me down like, "You see me, right?" Nothing came from the entire situation, and Olivia tried to capitalize off the scandal by releasing a song called Sorry, Mrs. Carter. As for her rap career, well, it never really popped off, and Olivia faded to black. Beyonce and Jay tied the knot on April 4th, 2008 in an intimate ceremony in Jay's Tribeca penthouse. 2 years later, Jay was in the middle of a cheating scandal. Hollywood Street King blog, better known as HSK, reported that Jay had been seeing a woman since before he and Beyonce got married. The woman was identified as a publicist named Cathy White. In online photos, she appeared to be well connected to several people in the industry, including TV personality Claudia Jordan. After doing some digging, HSK
Look at that thing, y'all. That's crazy.
uncovered a photo
He can't even grow facial hair. That's crazy. He just looks like a morphed camel. Like half man, half camel. Y'all should see his legs.
from 2009 of Jay sitting at a table at a nightclub in Las Vegas with a few people, including Diddy, and guess who was also sitting at the table? Cathy.
Before Contrave, I had tried a bunch of
What do y'all think kept Beyonce? Don't say the kids.
Oddly enough, the image has been scrubbed from the internet. Yes, it literally poofed into thin air. An insider told HSK that Jay bought Cathy a pair of $2,500 Louis Vuitton shoes to wear for their night out in Vegas. And he also told her to bring a bunch of friends so people wouldn't suspect that they were a couple. Now, here's where things get messy. HSK claimed that sources were made aware of Cathy and Jay's affair through Cathy's friend, Jason Lee. Could this be the same
Ooh.
Jason Lee who runs Hollywood Unlocked?
That's what it is with dude. Hollywood Unlocked. Wow. I always knew his long head ass looked familiar, but that's what it is. That's what it is. Let's get it.
We're unsure. But one thing we do know is that back during those days when HSK was the most poppin' blog on the internet, the website owner had to dodge lawsuits all the time. And if the report about Jay and Cathy was false, surely Jay's people would have reached out to HSK to get the blog post removed. The insider said Beyonce
That's that gatekeeper shit, y'all.
went from being under the control of her dad to being under the control of her husband. And as much as she wanted to make her own decisions, there was always a man around pulling her strings. Beyonce severed ties with her dad and fired him as her manager in 2011 amid accusations of theft. She now has her own management company called Parkwood Entertainment. That same year, she announced her first pregnancy at the 2011 MTV The. And then came a blind item report that their marriage was nothing more than a business arrangement that was hanging on by a thread. Now, if this is true, it sounds eerily similar to what people said about Tina and Matthew's relationship. Don't you agree? An insider told the New York Post they made the classic mistake of thinking a child would change everything and help to rekindle the initial fire, and it didn't. Remind me of my father, a magician, able to exist in two places at once.
We're going to end it right there, y'all. We're going to end it right there. Do I see anything happening from this take that stuff? It's possible. It's possible. But the thing is, if they go after everybody on the list, there's not going to be anything left. I promise you. It goes from Leonardo DiCaprio to Neo. Like, come on, those are different. I don't want to say classes, but it's just different demographics of people, if you catch what I'm saying. So it wasn't just the rap heads or singers or whatever. It was an array of people. But things can definitely get weird for bro, because I can guarantee you Jason Lee knows some stuff. And then just, I mean, if people really get into Beyonce's age when they met, get into Foxy's, it started looking strange. Anyway, thank y'all for going over to Ivy's page. Hit the like button. Let me know where you're tapping in from. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.